Hey, hi everybody, it's Tara Green here. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm gonna close this music here. Okay, hi everybody, I'm live now. Oh my God, I don't know, me and technology, I love it. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship here. So please say hi, and where you're from. Sorry, I had this all set up and I thought, oh great, good to go. And then my OBS camera wasn't working. So I hope you come back here. I'll wait a few minutes then for people to come back again. Can you see me okay? I can see myself here. Let's see what's happening here. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'll wait a second now. I know I'm a bit late. I was just feeling confident that all this was going to go ahead and be fine. And I'm going to say it's because of Mars retrograde, of course, that where are we here? Can I see myself there? Hi, everybody. Okay, it's all working now. Okay, it says my keyframe rate is too low. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Sorry. So please say hi. Sorry about that. Uh, Cosmic Intelligence Agency. I don't know if that's me or that's Yulia there. Hi, Yulia. I've got to close some unused things. My live stream is doing some wacky things here. All right. So hi, everybody. Nice to see you again. Tara Green here at Agent 129 in Toronto, Canada. Was trying to do an OBS studio thing, which worked beautifully last time, but not so great this time. Okay, so I'm just going to wait a few minutes here. Please come on, say hi. I can see the comments and just let me know where you're from. And I want to welcome you to December's Astrology and Tarot Preview. Okay, and you can hear me okay? All right. Okay, hang on. It seems that my bit rate is too low. Okay, hang on. All right. All right. And you can hear me now, okay? Just gonna put the earplugs in too. All right. Okay, everybody. So welcome to December's Astrology and Tarot Preview here. I'm Agent 129, Tara Green in Toronto, Canada. Hi from Whitehorse, Yukon. I'm sure I said unicorn. uh, I'm sure it's very cold up there. All right, great. Okay, I'm glad everybody can hear me now. All right, sorry, there's pop-ups things saying my key frame rate is too low, but we'll ignore that. Okay, so if you haven't been here before, if you have been here before, Facebook, astrology fans, people who know me as well, welcome to this page. I know I'm a little bit late. I had a big event last night. It is December. I usually go out and do tarot readings and astrology readings at events, and I'm in sort of the middle of my busy, because everybody's back to live events again. All right, so how this works is I'm going to read you, this is like an astrology newscast. I'm going to talk about all of the aspects going on this month, and there's lots going on this month, okay? And then I'm going to pull tarot cards. Different months I use different decks. This is my very large, extra large Rider-Waite-Smith teaching deck. So I'm going to pull a card for each astrology sign, so you have to wait for that. And then also what I like to do is to pull an extra card, a little helper card. Hi, everybody. And I'm going to use this is called the little Tarot of Metamorphosis. And this one called to me because, we are all going through metamorphosis, right? So a little helper card there too. Okay. So I'm going to virtually smudge everybody as well to welcome them here. All right. So we all know that Mars is retrograde in Gemini, and I'm sure you've been having your share of information snafus, right? And that's going to continue till January the 12th. Okay, so let's get right to it. All right. Sorry, I just want to make sure you can hear me okay as well. Oh yeah. Okay. So the astrology. Okay, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit to yesterday. Venus was opposite Mars retrograde, and Mars is also out of bounds, which means it's in a totally uncontrolled, totally wild man status, and it's going to continue doing that right until 2023. Good evening. So Venus opposite Mars, could have been a bit of a push me, pull you, arguments, old communications coming back, the old text things. Hi, Susan. And tomorrow, Neptune, the planet that is the higher octave of Venus, the planet of illusions, delusions, projection, the planet of artists. All artists channel through Neptune, the planet of spirituality and lucid dreaming and debt and viruses and
oil and glamour. Neptune is going to turn direct at 22 degrees and change Pisces, and it's been retrograde for about 5 months now. So whatever it is, whatever your dreams, your intentions, your romantic connections, your psychic energy that's been sort of really going on at a very deep internal level. Well, all the planets are retrograde, they're pretty internal, but especially Neptune and Pisces. Whatever's been going on there in the unconscious, your own, and the collective unconscious is going to start to move out into the world. Okay. So this is the first time since June the 28th. Okay. Pisces, Neptune also turned retrograde Pisces on a new moon in Cancer at 7 degrees. So what have you been incubating in your dream world there? Let's want to think about that. And while Neptune is stationary, it's at its most powerful degree. Okay. So again, that Venus squares Neptune now. We went from an opposition to a square on December the 3rd and the 4th. And Venus square Neptune can be very romantic, very spiritual, kind of feisty. You know, Venus is in Sag still, squaring Neptune and Pisces. So very mutable. Things can change very quickly. It's very spiritual as well. You want to call down some beautiful energy. You want to channel. You want to make art. You want to make love. You want to connect with your soulmate. All of that stuff, okay, is really good for that. Now, on the 3rd and the 4th as well, the Sun trines Chiron. So let your vulnerability be a beacon, okay? Yeah, things have been super strange lately. Okay. And when aren't they? December the 5th or the 6th, depending on what time zone you're in, Mercury is squaring Jupiter. That's revealing and hiding the truth at the same time. Okay. Jupiter's in Pisces, remember, but only for a while. We're going to get to that too. So let's see. Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet that rules social media, is also going to enter Capricorn. So 2 planets change sign this month. Mercury starts that off by entering Capricorn. So our thinking and our communications and our analysis is going to get very earthy, very practical, concrete thinking. Going to get a lot of stuff done now. And you got to hurry up because Mercury retrograde alert. Mercury is turning retrograde as we leave 2022 and leads us into 2023. Mercury turns retrograde on December 29th. So early retrograde Mercury alert. We've had 4 of them this year. Okay. On December the 7th, the Sun inconjuncts Uranus and Taurus. So an inconjunct is where planets are 150 degrees apart. They are literally in 2 different elements and they do not see each other. They're blind spots. So the Sun is the vitality, the light, the consciousness, and Uranus and Taurus is the great disruptor, the big, I call it the big cosmic cattle prod, so disrupting cryptocurrencies and finance, the bull market. So again, that might be a bit of a oopsies, the big cosmic cattle prod there. On December the 7th, there is going to be a very rare Mars moon occultation. So the word occult means to obscure. So this doesn't happen very often. You're going to be able to see it through most of North America. It lasts for about 31 minutes. So you have to think about the symbolism as, you know, Mars disappearing behind the moon, because especially Mars is retrograde and out of bounds. It gives us a chance to really tune in much more intuitively to what's going on in that Mars retrograde, you know, because it, Gemini, you know, it's about the duality or the assumed duality. They're actually complementary opposites, you know, in the tarot. Gemini is the sign that governs the lovers. So bringing together any kind of unconscious anger or rage. Okay, now the moon represents women. It represents the collective unconscious. It represents our homes. So people could be very angry about price of rentals and home instability now with interest rates on the rise, and food, angry about food. The moon is what feeds us, and there's food disruptions, and food is so expensive. So, you know, all of those things, the kind of obscured anger, defenses, would be a good time to work with them. So something that's been angry and hidden may come out after that. There's also a big full moon at 16 degrees of Gemini. That's 8:08 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:08 Eastern Standard Time. It's on the 8th, the full moon at 4:08 a.m. GMT. So that occultation of Mars is also part of that energy. And again, so Mars is really being highlighted there. On the 9th, Venus squares Jupiter in Pisces. That could be expansive for traveling, long distance relationships, education, plan your travels. Then on the 9th, Venus enters Capricorn, so love becomes very cold-hearted, practical, all business, right? Okay. So career, are you in love with your career? What are your values around career? Corporate stuff, things like that. Okay, December the 12th, the Sun sextiles Saturn in Aquarius. So whenever you have nice aspects between Saturn and a planet, I mean, Sun's not a planet, of course, it highlights or it brings to mind like kind of creative disruptions, I would say. Okay, December the 14th, the Sun squares Neptune in Pisces. So again, deceptions of all kinds in religion, scams, oil and price hiking, debt, illusions, delusions, glamour, viruses are all going to be revealed. On the 15th, Mercury squares Chiron in conjunct Mars retro. So again, anytime Chiron is being aspected, again, you can go over old conversations or in a concrete way, you may be able to put to words very practically what you want to say about your vulnerability, about where your strengths are. Again, it's in conjunct Mars retro. So again, this has to do with conversations from the past. Okay. Hi, Virgo from Georgia. Okay. Where are we here? Okay. On the 17th, Mercury trines Uranus. So that could be stock market shocks or, predictions about the economy, kind of shocking. On December the 18th, Ceres, the planet of the Great Mother, of nurturing, enters Libra. So that can be nice for more balance in terms of relationships or your mother, your daughter, mother-daughter relationships as well. Ceres rules the earth. So again, food, harvest, trying to find a balance in terms of, things costing so much, right? And a lot of companies are just profiteering off of this. December the 19th, Venus squares Chiron. So that's love wounds, love hurts. You can sing the blues if you want to, or talk about, where you're hurting in a relationship or at work, what doesn't feel right to you. Okay. On the 19th, Venus in conjunct Mars retrograde. So this is like a kind of nails on that chalkboard of your heart kind of energy. Again, these are Mars retrograde is really helping us to go back and look at anger, rage, unspoken things. There's a lot of talk about, healing the body through somatic therapies. So I think a lot of that is about that. Okay. Yeah, December the 19th, right? Mars sextiles Chiron. Again, old wounds, words, and hurts are surfacing at the time. So on the 20th, Jupiter re-enters Aries. Yay! So of course we're all been feeling very tired just from Mars being retrograde, like your brain fatigue. And also Jupiter's been in Pisces. So while Jupiter's before the 20th, well, Jupiter is still in Pisces, a very rare, very special thing because Jupiter rules Pisces. It's exalted. We've been tuning into our intuition. We've been much more creative, or we've been really addicted and delusioned and having illusion about glamour and, all of that Pisces stuff, maybe feeling really foggy. Well, Jupiter's in Pisces and unable to focus, or incredibly creative and incredibly spiritual. Jupiter's always expansive. You could be connecting to your higher teachers. I've been really feeling that and really being able to channel things. So before Jupiter leaves Pisces, I want to mention this. I've been intending all this time to do a dream manifestation dream temple. So I want to do that on January the 11th at 7:30 p.m. It's going to be a Zoom. I know everybody's like a Zoom, but that's the only way I can connect with you. So if you'd like to join me to kind of honor Jupiter and Pisces and really delve deep into that in a group meditation, that'll be December the 11th at 7:30 p.m. That's, again, Eastern Standard Time. So get in touch with me through my website at taratarot.com for that. Okay, now, Jupiter re-entering Aries. We will have our energy back. It's going to be a chance to restart where we left off when Jupiter left Aries on May the 10th. So we're going to go back and pick up every stitch and get going and, pedal to the gas, just go. Okay, so that's good. So for all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, we're all going to get going there. So it's archetypally 0 Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. It's just before the solstice when the sun is at 21 Capricorn. So the sun will be squaring Jupiter, actually all that at that time too. So big new beginning, really plant new intentions on the solstice. I'll probably do something, a guided meditation, or come on and do some readings for that as well. So the solstice is exactly at 1:48 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9:48 p.m. GMT. Okay, and then again, the sun squaring Jupiter, so adding to that new beginning, really fresh beginning on the solstice. And of course, it's winter solstice up here in the northern hemisphere, and it is the beginning of summer down under. And CIA is based in Melbourne, Australia. On the 22nd, that's when the sun squares Jupiter. Sorry, 21st, 22nd, sun squares Jupiter. Have a party, you know? Okay. On the 22nd, Venus trines Uranus. So again, celebrate your uniqueness. Love being a weirdo. You know, actually, I believe the age of Aquarius is really starting as Pluto enters Aquarius, which starts March 23rd, 23. But everybody's got Aquarius somewhere. Okay, could be good for cryptocurrencies. You know, Venus's values and money. Tech stocks could be breaking out as well. Chiron turns direct. The wounded healer starts to trot on December 23rd, and that's good for us to move forward. Anybody's doing a lot of deep healing work. I know a lot of people have been doing that. Energy is moving forward now. You're going to be feeling stronger. Chiron's in Aries, braver, more courageous. Okay, and somebody said that was their solar return yesterday. So happy solar return. December 23rd, a super new moon in Capricorn at 1 degree. So again, all of these events within a few days around the solstice, new moon, very big new intention setting for Capricorn for long-term goals. And of course, Pluto is leaving Capricorn, but it will be back from June to January 2024. December 24th, Mercury sextiles Neptune. That's a lovely, compassionate energy, but be careful not to drink too much on Christmas Eve there. Okay. On the 28th, Venus sextiles Neptune. So again, these are the two lovers of the zodiac. The human love is Venus. She's in Capricorn. She's very grounded. She's very practical. She's real. Love is real. And there's Neptune, also that nice combination of the higher love, the ideal love. You know, bring me your higher love. It's very spiritual, very enhancing, very compassionate day. Do some good for somebody who needs help. Practice, you know, random acts of kindness, you know, all that stuff. And on December 29th, again, Mercury in Capricorn stations retrograde, okay? On the 29th, Mercury conjuncts Venus. That's a really nice one, too, at 5:58 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12:58 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So that is a kind of occultation, although it's a, you know, you won't see it that way in the sky. But Mercury is at its most powerful because it's stationing to go retrograde. So this aspect can bring money, values, finances, big business, corporate expectations to a halt. And again, yes, your old exes may reappear to say a few words, text a few words. So there could be major info snafus with money and banking. So be very careful if you're moving money around on that day. On the 30th, the Sun in conjuncts Mars in Gemini. That is really a difficult energy. It could be recall of cars. Any sharp object, actually, that's what Mars retrogrades, information, computer stuff, you know, all of that. And then it's New Year's Eve, finally, and Venus conjuncts Pluto. So we're going out with a big bang here. 2022 is ending on a big bang, extending into December the 31st. So Venus conjunct Pluto is, you know, power struggles, money, corporate control, women in power, plutocratic control, love and money going underground. It's like, you know, Pluto is, and Venus kind of symbolizes Persephone. So we're all kind of going into the underground. We maybe want to hang low there on New Year's Eve, but could be very powerful for love, big love, Pluto conjunct Venus, you know, but also revealing of things with women, secret things, money, secret money laundering and stuff like that. And it could be very good, you know, as for all, you know, all planets have good and not so good, right? But if you could, it'd be a good day to celebrate something really big, okay, something very valuable to you, okay, on the 31st. So have a happy new year. It will be wild. 2023 will be wild. So on the 1st, again, that Venus conjunct Pluto, it's the chart for the year. I usually put out a January the 1st chart because that birth chart for the year shows you what's going to go on. Big birth, death, and transformative energy for the rest of the year. Okay, sexy, dark, feminine energy coming to the fore. And then also on the 1st, Mercury sextiles Neptune. Again, be careful about drinking and driving. Okay. All right. So I did that sort of in a bit more detail this time because I think you need to know all that, right? Okay. So now what we're going to do here, and this is probably what you've all been waiting for, is the tarot part. Okay. So I'm going to just smudge you all a bit again. and smudge my cards. And the way I do this is I use my special Herkimer diamond crystal, and I'm going to do this to the cards. Okay, so what I do here is I have a little method to this madness here. I use my special crystal to open my first higher 4 chakras, and then I use the crystal with my cards. So I'm going to tune into Aries. So Aries, and everybody's got Aries. So if you have an Aries sun, rising moon, or Aries anywhere in your chart, you can use this card to guide you. So Aries, what do you need for December? Okay, you've got the Tower here, Aries. Now, Aries is ruled by Mars, so I'm sure Aries and Scorpio, this Mars in Gemini, retrograde and out of balance, has sort of been pretty like the Tower, pretty crazy. The Tower is always the card that, you know, is sudden, shocking awakenings, and of course with Mars retrograde, it's reversals. I don't do reversals of cards, but reversals of things, or a breakdown, or a breakup, or a just shocking revelation. I mean, Mars and the Tower is what's necessary to break down your ego to get that awakening. So it can be very good for you, Aries. You're probably frustrated, of course, because you're used to always going. But for Aries, you know, this is a time for you to slow down, to think things over, to think about, you know, when Jupiter enters Aries, that's when you can, you know, push the pedal to the metal. But right now, you should be reviewing, reflecting, you know, rescinding, taking back offers, taking back things that you said in haste, and all of that. So, you know, I think that that's a good thing for you to be doing right now. So the Tower, complete revelation, complete breakup of things in the past, but use that wisely. Okay. Also a crack in your armor. You know, the crack in the armor, Mars, Aries, you have to open up. Okay. Now, so Aries, what do you need to help you along this? Okay. Let's see. All right. Now, this is a very funky little deck here, this deck of transformation. So you get the Fool. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. So the Fool, 0, the Wise Fool, the Enlightened One in the Tarot. You have to be living fully in the moment, Aries, to really take advantage of this review. And so you can't be, you know, rushing. You got your car kind of ready to hit the gas there. You have to be the Fool. So it's okay. You know, the Fool is really the wisest one. You know, we've all done foolish things. And so it gives you also a fresh, open awareness. So the Fool with the Tarot is really about starting from 0. Okay. All right. So Taurus. So Taurus, let's see what you got here. Okay, so Taurus people, your sun, your moon, your rising sign, or wherever you have Taurus energy in, anywhere in your chart. Let's see what you got here. Ah, you get the Fool. Okay, so this is the traditional, the most popular tarot deck in the world. This is the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And so the Fool represents taking that leap into the unknown. You know, this is the soul. The Fool, in my reckoning, represents the soul and this innocent action. That's why it's a young boy or a young man willing to step off the cliff from being in soul form, being infinite, into the physical realm again. So the Fool is always about new beginnings. It's always about everything coming full circle, Taurus. It is about trust and innocence and not really caring what people think. You know, Taurus ruled by Venus, and you know, can be very worried about hanging on to things and not being very willing to step out and try something new. But of course, you know, Uranus and Taurus is making you do that anyway. So be the Fool. You could be falling in love. Why do fools fall in love? You know, you want to trust your gut instincts, Taurus. You know, you have very strong gut instincts. Try something different. Okay, so Taurus, be the Fool, the wise one, the already enlightened one. Okay, hang on a second. All right. So can everybody see me okay? I keep getting these warnings that it's going too slow. All right, so Taurus, let's see what you've got here. All right, you get the Moon. All right, so the Moon card, this is like Pisces. So Taurus, well, Jupiter's in Pisces. It's actually in sextile. It's giving you a nice aspect. So tune into your dreams. This could be also illusions about money or investments. You know, Taurus rules real estate. A lot of people could be losing money right now as well. Jupiter in Pisces and just the general economy. So, but it's also about tuning into your dreams very literally, to what's going on underneath the surface. You know, what you're sensing, what you're feeling, your intuition. You know, It's also a rebirth card. The moon is about transitioning from the unconscious and being ready to be reborn. Okay, so Taurus, the moon. Very romantic, very idealistic. Maybe you should sing some love songs as well. All right, so let's do, I'm going to light my smudge here again. Let's do Gemini. So, Geminis, well, Mars has been retrograde in your sign from October the 30th until January the 12th. Again, it can represent your actions, having to go back, having to pick up something you started before, which for Geminis, they always start and then don't usually finish, or they change their minds. So this is when you want to go back, Gemini, and finish, hopefully, something that you already started. So Geminis, anybody who's got Gemini, sun, moon, rising, Gemini anywhere, you get judgment. So the number 20 here, Judgment Day, traditionally the angel Gabriel blows his trumpet on Judgment Day. So releasing yourself from being too judgmental. Geminis can do this, Sagittarians too. I mean, we can all be judgmental, but releasing yourself from judgment, but also a rebirth. So this Mars retrograde might be just what the doctor ordered, reflect, review, renew, regenerate. It's all very good for you, Mars, in Gemini retrograde and out events, helps you to kind of see things in totally new ways. Okay, so don't judge yourself that things only have to be done one way. This can really open up to new possibilities and make it much easier for you, actually, Geminis. Okay, so call upon the Archangel Gabriel. He's actually, he blows the trumpet. You have to listen to him. All you have to do is ask the angels for their help, and they will be there. That's their job. So ask the angel Gabriel to give you messages. Now, Gabriel, technically, in terms of positions in astrology, is at 3 degrees of Pisces. Okay, and Saturn will cross that degree, just to mention that, in early 2023 when Saturn enters Pisces, March the 7th. So this could be your lucky star, could be very good for you. Or pronouncing a judgment on something. Actually, maybe you need to put your 2 cents into something. Okay, so Gemini's judgment, rebirth, transformation. Okay. All right, so Gemini's your helping card here. You need. Let's see now. This is number 7. Okay, the Chariot. This is a little Italian deck, actually, so it has on the card the name in Italian as well. If you're, Gemini, sometimes they're good with languages. Okay, 7, the Chariot. So you need to get in the driver's seat, Gemini, while this Mars retrograde is going on. Mars rules cars and movement, but you need to feel like you're more emotionally in the driver's seat. So this could be maybe where you integrate your feelings more while Mars is retrograde, out of bounds. It could be old anger, old rage. This also pertains to your home, your family, paying attention to them, having conversations that need to be cleared with family, friends, relatives, your mother. Cancer rules your mother, the moon. Hi, some people are just now coming on. So Gemini, yes, and also number 7, 2023 will be a number 7 year, also indicating that it will be very family and much more emotionally oriented for you. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's do Cancer now. All right, I don't really need my glasses. Okay, so Cancer. All right. I wish this pop-up would stop. Okay, Cancer, what do you need right now? So if you have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer, anywhere in your chart, you can use this card to guide you. So what Cancers, what do you get here? So Cancer, you get strength. Okay, so Cancers, especially I want to just address Cancers at the last 4 days, more in the last 4 days of Cancer. You've had Pluto opposing you, and you will continue to have that into 2024. So you are going to need the strength, okay? But all Cancers, tune into your strength. This is Leo energy, very much so. So archetypally, it's your 2nd house of money, of values, courage, daring. It's like controlling your instincts so you're not run away with them. Now, the lioness is, of course, the most protective of her cubs. And so, yeah, that's something you do naturally, right? But what Cancers have trouble with is receiving. And so you need to be able to have the strength to ask for what you need to feed yourself, okay? So this could be, because it's Leo, related to Leo energy, the courage and daring to stand up for what you want, what you need at work or wherever with your family, boundaries, kind of, daring, strength, willpower, all of that. So Cancer, okay, strength. Okay, whether it's 8 or 11 in your deck, it's still obviously Leo. Okay, so Cancer, what do you need as a helping card here? Okay, you get number 5 here. The number 5 is traditionally the Hierophant in the tarot. This is such a funky deck. The Hierophant in the tarot, the High Priest, any kind of High Priest in any religion, a masculine, I know there's the gender stuff, but an active, more obvious connection to your higher self. That's what the number 5 is all about. So Cancer, stop doing things so difficult because you're not listening to your higher self. You just have to ask your higher self, your holy guardian angel, is this what I really need to be doing? Okay, it is Taurus energy. So it's grounded, it's fixed, it's stubborn, it's embodied. So embodying your strength, Cancer. Okay, all right. So now we get to Leo. So Leo, what do the kings and the queens of the zodiac need right now? Okay, so again, Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. Sorry, Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo anywhere in your chart. Everybody's got Leo, a house of Leo somewhere. Okay, so Leos, you get the devil. Okay, so Leo, this is where you may be dealing with your own inner demons. Now, traditionally in Greek healing, the daemon was actually a good thing, and it was there to help you. It's like an angel. So, Christianity kind of split that angel devil thing up there. So what is it that's you're really afraid of? I mean, the devil is fear. What's tempting you, Leo? What is it that you really is so seductive that you're just tempted to go and sell your soul for it. So, Leo, get in touch with your heart, get in touch with your will, get in touch with your higher self again. Where are you off? Where are you acting from your dark side? Where are you unconscious of your own demons, your own devils that you need to wrestle with, or your own angels even? Devil's advocate, maybe you're playing devil's advocate these days. The devil is it's the opposite of the lovers. So are you being unfaithful or untrue or somehow not real, not honest? Okay. So the devil is selling your soul for wealth. So don't get too enamored of all the wealth and the bling and the show off, the ego and all that. That's the Leo's dark side, is getting too vain. Okay. Too much thinking that you're in control. Okay. So, and better the devils we know than the ones we don't. Okay. So think about this card very seriously. Okay. The devil is like Capricorn, so it relates to your career. You could be struggling with some issues around that, or maybe you're at the top of your power, so don't abuse your power, Leo. Okay. All right, so Leos, what do you need to help you? All right. So Leo, you get the world. Okay, so again, the devil, the world, this is both Saturn, okay? So Capricorn, Saturn, the devil, and the world is Saturn as well. So again, too much caught up in the material world, too much focus on material assets, on things that are just not spiritual, okay? But it also indicates, because the number 21 indicates that you've gone through incredible lessons, hard lessons, you've gone through the whole journey, that now you're ready to take responsibility for creating everything in your life. That's what the world is all about. And you're getting ready to come back down off your illuminating, enlightening experience or your struggle with the devil. These are archetypal experiences, Leo, and come back down to earth and do the laundry and pay your taxes and stuff like that, okay? So coming down off the big mountain, Leo, okay, to make it real. Okay. All right. So Virgo. So Virgo, what you need if you're a Virgo sun, moon, rising. So this card here will guide you for the month ahead and into 2023. Okay. So Virgo, you get the death card. Now don't fear, just like, when people see the devil and they see the death card, and the Tower and the Hangman. These are the most scary cards in the deck. The Death card means transformation. Remember, I picked this little deck here, this Tarot of Metamorphosis, transformation. These are all, the same energy. So it's Scorpio energy, Virgo. So it could be that you're dealing with some health issues and you need to take it seriously. I don't want to scare anybody, but, or to change, Death card is really about change, Scorpio. Deep emotional transformation, deep letting go, Virgo. You're a perfectionist, you're a bit control freak. Where do you not need to let go of things that are hampering you, or you need to put the death knell to, or you have to say, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's Scorpio, it's willpower. It's like, lots of energy, lots of letting go. Death, what do you need to let go of, Virgo? To bring yourself back to life, because death is always life. life and death. They're all part of the same energy. So this could be a time of deep emotional grief if you're feeling mentally overcharged or exhausted. I would say it's time to let go of those issues as well. Um, Virgo, okay. Dealing with fear as well. Okay, dealing with some fears that have been holding you back. Okay, number 13, transformation, Virgo. All right. So Virgo, what do you need to help you there with the death card here? Okay. You get the lovers. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. So love in the moment. You know what I mean? This is Gemini action. So Mars is Gemini. You may be grieving someone who you loved or a relationship you loved from the past, and it's good to grieve. The lovers here is about loving life. You know, the death card, the Native Americans used to have a saying that it's a good day to die. And I would say this is Virgo. It's good for you to be fully in the moment and fully alive and not worrying and not trying to control every little thing. So it can be at the end of a relationship, but also the beginning of a new one. Doing what you love more, releasing what you don't want to do more of what you love. You know, and it's Gemini. So again, while Mars is in Gemini right now, it's a kind of review time for you as well. So the lovers is always good. It's very positive energy. It's a six-pointed star. It's the balance of heaven and earth. Okay, so that's good. Virgo. All right. So Libra. Again, Libras, if you're born in those last 4 days of Libra, you are getting that Pluto square head on. Okay, so it could be putting a lot of pressure on your relationships. So if you're a sun, moon, rising Libra, this one's for you. Okay, you get number 2, the high priestess here. Okay, so this is about tuning into your intuition, Libra. This is about balance. The 2s are always about balance, so it's synchronous with Libra energy. The high priestess helps you to go into your dreams, into your intuition, to go deep into your feelings. She's like the moon. So Libra, it could be very romantic, very idealistic to you. She sees what's going on behind the scenes, so she gives you the ability to really like be the fly on the wall in a way, and she gives you a lot of emotional strength. So, so for Libra, ruled by Venus, you know, as Venus enters Capricorn, I think things will be much more solid and concrete for you. And if you're, you know, Libras need to be in partnership. So with Mars and Gemini retrograde, it could be creating a lot of havoc and miscommunications with your partner, okay, or your other, okay. Somebody's saying I'm always late. Hi, that's okay. Glad you could join us. All right, so the High Priestess, reflecting, Libra reflecting on what's going on now before we get into 2023. Okay. All right, so Libras, what do you need now? So I'm going to pull that from this little Metamorphosis deck. So Libras, what do you need? You get the star. Okay, so Libra, you get the star card. And this is really a beautiful card. Now, this is a totally non-traditional deck, as you can see. So for Libra, it's Aquarius energy. And so because Pluto is going to enter Aquarius March the 23rd, 2023 for the first time, it's going to be very good for you born at the beginning of Libra because Pluto will be trining you and Pluto is power. So the star, like reach for the stars, Libra. What's holding you back? You know, what do you want to star in? You know, Librans like glamour and fashion and beauty and all that stuff. So what makes you feel like a star? You know, it's a metaphor. And also, if you're looking to go into a starring role on any level, then I'd say go for it. Okay. All right. So Scorpio. So Scorpios, what have you got going on here? All right. So Scorpio, I'm going to shuffle the cards. So if you're a Scorpio rising, sun, moon, Scorpio, what do you need here? You get the card of the sun, Scorpio. Okay, so the sun card, the highest energy card in the deck, number 19. Joy, Scorpio. You usually like to be in the dark. You're kind of vampirish, I would say, and goth. And so this is about bringing some light into your unconscious or shining a light in the dark or suddenly an illumination, some big revelation. You know, the sun rises again. It's hope. It's optimism. It's a, you know, every day there's a brand new day. Hi from DC. So the sun card, you know, how do you feel on a sunny day? Okay, some people don't like the sun. Scorpios always like to wear sunglasses, but it's about joy and it's about consciousness. So Scorpio dwells in the unconscious most of the time. So bringing yourself out into the light. Okay. It's about life. It's about bringing something to life, Scorpio. So, and it's also joy, it's happiness, um, it's your source, connecting to your source, shining some light on your own source. You can't be in the dark all the time. It's always got to be both. So, bringing some joy into your life, Scorpio. Okay, really shining and expanding your deep, soulful nature. Okay, that's good. All right, so Scorpio, let's see what you need as a helper card here. All right. All right, Scorpio. You get the Tower. So interesting. This is Mars energy. Mars is your ruling planet. Again, I was talking about Geminis there, having Mars retrograde in Gemini, but also in Aries. So Scorpio with Mars moving retrograde in Gemini and out of balance right now, the Tower. So there could be some really shocking kind of world shift shaping energy going on for you right now. It could be really a good thing. Maybe you need to shake yourself out of being in the dark. You did get the Sun card there. So this is good. This is a letting go of your ego, letting go of whatever structures have been holding you up or back or whatever. So breaking free. The Tower is like breaking free of restrictions. And I would use the Mars retrograde in Gemini to your advantage. Okay. Use it well till January the 12th. Okay. So the Tower, you are not your ego. Okay. Scorpio. All right. So letting go. All right, so Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius, of course, it's been the Sun, Mercury, and Venus in Sag, and I'm a double Sag, and happy birthday to all you Sages that were just born for the last while. So if your Sun, your Moon, or your rising sign in Sag, this is for you. So you get temperance. Okay. Now, I know what Sag energy is like. So, with all that fire power going on and Venus and Mercury, we've been all fired up, but the warning is to stay balanced, stay temperate. Okay. So this is a good thing. The number 14 is also alchemy, turning lead into gold. So this can be a great time for you, Sagittarius, to really alchemically transmute anything. It is like turning lead into gold, which is like Saturn, right? So this is a good sense, or you call on this temperance angel if you find it really hard to stay in control or focused, or you're running a little bit too wild, and Mars, Mars and Gemini, also opposite Sagittarius right now. We're kind of feeling it a little bit more, than other signs. All the mutable signs are feeling Mars retrograde a little bit more, as are the fire signs. So call in your temperance angel, transmute anything to something else. Very, very creative for you, I would say. Sag. Okay. So Sagittarius, so what do you need now to help you? So Sagittarius, you get the Hermit. So you need some time to be alone, okay? And so to pull in, and to review, especially while Jupiter's at these last degrees of Pisces till December the 20th, because Jupiter's exalted, Jupiter's at home, Jupiter's in its ruling sign, that's Sagittarius as well. So really listen to your own inner wisdom. A great time to meditate, to just tune in, as we're approaching the darkest time of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. We are naturally supposed to be hermits. We are supposed to be, hibernating. So, use this time well. Go within, listen to your own inner wisdom, the Hermit, finish things off. Sagittarians are usually good, trying to do too many things at once. Dilettantes promise more than they deliver. Finish anything you've started now. Okay. Somebody's saying overworked. Okay. All right. So Capricorn. All right. So Capricorn. Let's see. There will be that big new moon in your sign. All right. So Capricorns, what do you need? Okay. All right. You get the Hermit too. All right. So you can join Sagittarians as being hermits. So again, finishing things up. That's not usually a problem for Capricorns, but you may have been, really plodding along here, and Mars and Gemini is affecting everybody. Use this time well. Watch your health. It's the Hermit is also ruling Virgo. Watch what you eat. Take time out to listen, Capricorn. Listen to your own inner wisdom. The Virgo energy, it's very protective if you're feeling alone or depressed or anything like that, especially for Capricorns born in the last 4 days of Capricorn with Pluto on the sun, a once in a lifetime transit. If you have Sagittarius and Capricorn, I guess you're going to be a double hermit there as well. Can you do hermits together? I don't know. Maybe that's a new thing to think about. Maybe you and your partner need to spend time alone. So good time to write, good time to review, good time to be accountable. take accounting of things, perfecting anything you want to put the final touches on. Okay, so Capricorn, you get the Hermit. And as a helper card here, you get number 11, which is strength in this card. So again, this is Leo. So the courage, the daring, the chutzpah, the go for it, the willpower, working with your third chakra if you do yoga. Again, it's like the sun in a way. Strength. So roar, be courageous. Whatever Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, be courageous. Show people your strength. Don't be afraid to hide that, to protect the people you love as well. That's very much lion energy. And also open your heart. Leo rules the heart. So wear your heart on your sleeve a little bit, Capricorn. Don't be so hard. Venus is going to enter Capricorn and Mercury too. So the energy is going to be focused on you. Okay, Capricorn. All right. So Aquarius, I've done this one very in depth, so I hope you're still there with me. So Aquarius, what do you need? So Aquarius, rising, sun, moon. What do you Aquarians need? Okay, you need to be in the driver's seat here. You get the Chariot. So the number 7, you might need to feel protected. Saturn in Aquarius still for a lot of people born with Saturn's around 1920 right now. You're feeling that Saturnine energy. So protection, emotional protection, lots of energy about family, connecting with family, going through those big emotional ups and downs, riding that wave. If you get down, Aquarius, just remember you're going to come up again. And it's also about a victory lap. So Aquarius, I think you really need to think about what your victory lap is here as Saturn finishes out its time in Aquarius till March the 7th. And also, the Chariot is about, really knowing that you own your own power. You can go at your own speed. You can march to your own drummer, right? And again, you got to remember when Pluto enters Aquarius in 23 and officially in 24, it'll be there for 20 years until 2044. So Aquarius, you are really coming into your own. So think about what you need. What is the vehicle that you're going to use to drive yourself to incredible soul power and success as the world needs? We need the higher side of Aquarius here. Okay, so 7 chakras, open your chakras, do some work on your chakras, meditate, might be good for you as well. Aquarius, okay, because you're going to be the leaders. Okay, all right. So Aquarius, what do you need here? Sorry, this pop-up keeps coming up here. What do you need, Aquarius, to guide you, to help you metamorphosize? You get the Hangman. All right, so Aquarius, I would say you guys need to surrender to what you came here to do. I do believe that everybody's an old soul and they've signed up to really, if you look at your astrology chart, really understand what your power is, what your purpose, what your soul purpose is. So you need to surrender to that, at the highest level, get your ego out of the way, and the Hangman is a very beautiful initiation card. It's a water initiation, like a baptism. It lets you to get unentangled from emotional things. It allows you to surrender to a higher power. Okay, so Aquarius, in the Tarot of the Star is your card. Okay, and so really let go, surrender, give up thinking that you have to know or control everything, because really we don't. Okay, so this is a beautiful card about surrender to the highest side, to the earth energy. The Hangman is about Odin, the Viking god. He is Thor's father, who voluntarily hung himself upside down from the world tree to gain the knowledge. This is how he channeled the runes. And the Nordic cultures are going back, the pagan cultures are going back to the ancient ways. So I would say, Aquarius, think about what Aquarius really stands for on the highest level. Okay, and it might be totally different than what you think. Okay, all right, so now we saved the best for last. Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, rising, moon, sun sign. Okay, what does the Tarot Wisdom have for you? You get the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. And so Pisces, definitely, you got to take advantage of this. Jupiter in Pisces, ruling Pisces up until the 20th. Really go deep and really work with Jupiter. He represents the higher master spiritual teachers. So call upon your higher teachers. Have absolute faith. Have trust. Keep doing those positive affirmations. Be optimistic. That's Jupiter. Jupiter's wisdom. You can really tune in to those higher master teachers. Okay, so really work with this energy. Expect the world to have your back. very positive. You can send that energy out to the world, Pisces. We definitely need that as well. So the Wheel of Fortune, and also lighten up. It's humor, it's positive, it's really great energy. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. All right, so Pisces, and what do you have here to guide you from this extra little deck here? All right, so Pisces, you get the Death card. All right. So the Death card, number 13. Now, don't be afraid. The Death card is good. It's always about transformation. So it could be letting go. While Jupiter's in Pisces, it's the expansive, positive, letting go of addictions, illusions, delusions, debt, anything that's not real, anything that's been holding you back. The Death card is really good. So it represents a rebirth for you. Pisces is the last sign, Jupiter's in the last sign. We are going to all go to a new level. So as Jupiter enters Aries Pisces, if we use solar houses as Pisces on the first house, then Jupiter will enter your second house of values, and you should be able to make more money. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So, whatever negative fear, paranoia, or karma has been holding you back, the more aware we are of everything, our souls, the patterns that we've been going through, we can change that. We have the power of our consciousness and awareness to change that. So use death as the guide to help you to live more fully in your life, Pisces. Okay, so that was a bit long this time, but I thank you for being here with me today. And if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at taratarot.com. And please join the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. They have amazing astrologers here. You can get your Time Lords magazine as well, and all the great workshops and things that are coming up. And sending you many, many blessings for December. And see you on the other side in 2023. Thank you so much. All right, blessings.